Hi. Okay, so we're gonna do some of these. I'm gonna turn on the blues thing, and here I'll angle this a little lower. So you got blue note, and then the root. So, or I'll play through each line, and just it's all about getting to know what the thing is. This is blues. Whoop. So here's your blue note, number 1. And I described it as like it kind of rubs against every chord. And then there's your root, which feels really like the resolve. And the idea is variation, like every combination. And leaving the space. Normally you wouldn't play only 2 notes, but okay, there I brought in the butter note. So this one just kind of, it just smooths things over. Here we go. The space. All right, next we got this 4th, the C. And that just kind of creates a just like an angle. And then the D is kind of the same. And what I like is the C going to the D. So this is actually the 4th line. Okay, now we got, oh, I called this the Yoo-Hoo, number 5. All right, now, oh, here's your chromatic. So now we got a filler note here. Leave the space. Now the thing that's interesting too is, you know, if you can go. That might be a bit much. So you just kind of listen to the music and react to it. And leave the space. And then here's your last one. Okay, and then then the next one, we were calling this a sliding butter note. So you got this. So you just... Here's a yoo-hoo. All right, and then one thing we pointed out was, this, that's the same as this. So you get this kind of, it's a scale. It's a butter scale. And everything that you could play up here, like, you can play it down here. And the vibrato. So that gives you a lot of stuff. Space. Oh yeah, and then this last thing here was the train whistle. So the trick is to really think about, am I playing a blue note? Like, see, that's saying something. And then this is more friendly. Then this has got the color. And then this guy can just slip and slide around. And that chromatic does make a good ending. But I think you can use any of these things at any point, and that's what it is. It's just a real... like, one size fits all. You can do anything anywhere, but you gotta be, you're calling the shots, Okay, I guess that's, okay, beautiful. So it's all about thinking, the way you think. You're deliberately gonna choose something that, you know what it sounds like, and then you kind of put something together, like that, and then leave a space, and then in that space try to think about what you want to do next. And it doesn't have to be that different. It's, remember in the lesson I was saying, just a slight variation is usually good, because if it's too much of a fancy variation, it gets like you're trying too hard. It should be kind of effortless, and that's where a simple variation can really bring a lot to the table. Just, if you went like this, a variation would be playing each note twice. And there's all kinds of variations, like scrambling the notes, like there I played it up and down, or you could do down and up, or you could juggle. You could just, any possible, but that's the longer journey, I think, is thinking of new variations. Okay, so that's the approach. You're just listening to the song, and you're kind of reacting to the song, and or the blues simple at 76, and and leave the space and try to be conscious of what you're playing. You know, you don't want to be searching for ideas while you play. Think of it beforehand. You know, that's not easy, but it's not that hard too. Like, I can think, okay, I'm going to do a blues note. Like, that's an idea. And then a variation would be, you know, I played the first note 3 times. So it's like you keep the ideas, you think ahead of time, but the ideas are simple. And you know, if it's complex, like, okay, I'm gonna do one of these and then one of these and then attach it to, like, you know, like if the idea has, so it's all about how you're thinking, how to think. And you know, I think you can do it. You know, just copy how I was doing it, just leaving spaces and very it's casual music. You know, it's not classical music here. It's got a casual attitude. It's conversational. You know, you're trying to have a conversation, and if, like, listen to all the pauses in this conversation. It's like all kinds of pauses, and you need those pauses for it to sound like a sentence. It's a conversational, it's a casual conversation. That's blues. But you gotta know what some of the words are, you know? And a lot of them are cliches, like, you know, don't. So anyway, that should be good.